Hey everybody, Paul with you. This is a Monday. It is the 23rd of February, and we are getting into it now with the news and the markets. Welcome everybody. Please welcome our new subscriber. You know, I don't get many. It's not every day that you can call people fucking assholes and then have them subscribe to your channel. My subscribers, of course, excluded. You're not a bunch of fucking dumb, stupid dildos. Welcome, Syndicate. A man who's been with me, a man of honor, a decent man, and I've known him since 2016 and haven't heard from him since 2016. So welcome here to the Jerking Circle Syndicate, and I'm sure the people here welcome you. We have a bunch of 65-plus-year-old men, bunch of yeasty old men, and I like it that way. You know why? Because they're among the smartest people in the world. When you're older, you get a kind of wisdom and knowledge, okay? So welcome to the Jerking Circle Syndicate. We are going to get right into it. And let's go ahead and call the numbers first with the markets, and then we'll get into it, okay? Let's get into it. I'll check gold and silver first. It's popping up. Sorry, it's very cold here. It's not too bad now, but it's going to get colder tonight. Okay, by the way, I saw it this morning. It was a heavy snowfall in Boston, Massachusetts at 6:30 this morning. Blizzard-like conditions, and I don't know what the snow accumulations were. Maybe we'll check it, okay? Let me see if I can get this shit to fucking... my phone is doing something very strange. I need 2 pairs of glasses to see this, so stand by. Let me get this shit straight. It's ridiculous. Okay, we've got gold up $125 to $5,241. And we have silver at... Sorry, folks, you cocksucker. Hang on a second. I don't know why this is not coming out big on my phone. Fucking assholes. I think it was that app that tried to get on my phone that makes you get everything bigger. Fucking retards. They probably fucked it up, so I take their thing. Okay, silver's at $88.93. That's up $3.89. So silver clawing its way back to $90, it looks like, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Now, in the next couple of days, in the next 4 days, China's going to shut down, according to what they're saying. They're going to shut down their exports of critical metals, which silver is one of. It may be gold too. I know it's going to be silver. It may affect the price. Number 2, they're going to check the inventories on the COMEX, which is Wall Street, when people buy these 5,000-piece contracts. And they're going to measure it to the amount of silver that's actually available. Because they sell silver, if you want to buy this on the stock market, they have maybe 1 million of these, okay, available. But they sell 30 million because they know not everybody is going to want the delivery of this at the same time. That's what they've been doing with silver, at the rate of 200 to 300 pieces for each one piece that exists. They've been doing that for years, decades. So we'll see what happens there. I estimate it may go up. That's what they're talking about now. Now it may go down. Who the hell knows? All right. Now let's go ahead and continue on here. And let's see what the Dow is. The Dow had a rough day today. It's down 481 points, which represents 1.7%, nearly 1.7%, 48.8. Let's check out the NASDAQ, and then off we go. The NASDAQ had a down day, down 258. That's 1.13%. All right. So stand by. My wife is calling me and request what else of money. So please stand by. Okay. Now let's check out Bitcoin, and then we are off to the races. Okay. Bitcoin may be down because when the Dow gets hit real hard, that's usually when Bitcoin goes down. It didn't get hit real hard. It is down though. It's at 64,900, which is down $2,600. So it's kind of a hit. The support level is 60,000. If it drops under 60,000, who knows, right? Who knows? I would not stick with Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin is going to go down. It's facing very, very serious resistance. It goes up a little bit and then it zooms back down. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. It does seem to me like it's really bad. So I would stay away from Bitcoin now unless you want to wait to buy it, I think. Then again, it may go up to $500 billion. Who knows? Okay. Now let's get into the news. Oil. Let's check oil because oil's skied. Gas is skied. Okay. Oil is down. It's at $66.30. So it's going to keep prices at around $2.80 a gallon, $2.75 a gallon, cheapest. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the Drudge Report, and I'll try to move this along. Okay? Let's try to get through this. There are important things. We're already at 7 minutes. Okay, I told you I'd update you on this now. Paradise Lost. Violence rips through Vallarta, Mexico. U.S. tourists stranded. Cartel attacks after kingpin killed. You know why? Because a lot of those little fucking dummies over there that you want over here, they're working for the fucking cartels. You didn't know that, did you? Because you're a fucking shit mouth. You're a goddamn piece of shit fuckhole. You're so goddamn stupid and non-understanding. If we followed you, it'd be like you going off a cliff. We don't want to go off the cliff with you. We know what these little pieces of shit are. We don't want them here. A lot of them are helping the cartels. You know why? In fairness to these pieces of shit. You know why? Because they can't put fucking diapers on their little babies. Because they fuck like animals. You understand? They breed like fucking fish. I don't blame the people for what they're doing. Because they can't put food on the table. They can't buy medicine to keep their babies from dying. And that's how they make it. They help the cartels. This is common. And you can be sure of it. Continue on. I think I told you before, you wouldn't catch me in Mexico. And by the way, that place there, Puerto Vallarta, is that a cruise ship destination or something? I don't know. But it's a major tourist place, isn't it? I'm not an expert on Mexico. I've never been there. But, it's not in some place there like Chicachicona or whatever that's fucking way in or something. That's in a major district of wealth, as far as I know. Okay, U.S. tourists stranded. No flights out. Maybe we should just let everybody come in, huh? Would that make sense to you? Of course it would, because you're a fucking shit mouth. I want to show you something. Do you see this right here? This is the night Chicago died. I'm going to explain that reference to you. It's a brave woman. I don't like her. You understand? I don't. But she's fighting one end and the other end in the middle. She has to support the police, but she has to go after the mobs down there, which is the cartels. And this brave woman, who I don't like so much, she's doing what I believe is her level best. Unfortunately, it's the night Chicago died. So what happens? She orders 30 police officers to go and storm a building, and one police officer is on the take, and he reveals the plans clandestinely, and the mission fails. That's going to happen here with our military, because that's what happens when you have this kind of corruption on this scale. The cartels are massive and have their hands in everything. Do you understand that? So this is what we've got. We've got this woman, the president of Mexico, and she doesn't even know whether or not the police are corrupt or not corrupt. And she's got to go with it and try to wipe out these cartels. She's got her hands full. That's the way it was the night Chicago died. They had enough of it. They had police that were protecting the stills. The whiskey manufacturers that were in the woods. Oftentimes making hooch that made you blind, or worse, could kill you. But that's what happened, because they made alcohol illegal because of all you fucking religious fucking morons. You understand? They were so concerned about your moral state of being that they stopped drinking. They stopped everybody from drinking and went into prohibition. That set in the motions instantaneous millionaires over a period of 2 to 6 months. 8 months, you had multimillionaires, gangsters, or equal to multimillionaires by their standards at that time. Maybe 200,000 qualify as a millionaire in these days, maybe even less than that. So they just went out and they bought alcohol and they sold it 6-8 times the price. When you went to a speakeasy, which was a club that was understood that they had alcohol, but you kept it quiet. Those are speakeasies. They had them all over. That's what she's facing. Mexico could collapse. It could implode, because you've got so many people on the take with these cartels. Folks, I heard the stories in 2016. When they tried to build the wall, they had to clear it with the cartel members. You heard right. The news that I heard was that they needed the vehicles. The cartel needed the vehicles. They needed them, and they weren't done with them until 8:30 in the morning, and then they could be taken to go work and build the wall. And I believe that, because the cartels are incredibly strong in Mexico. Hang on, I got my wife calling me again. Okay, now, I wasted enough time with that. I do respect the president woman of Mexico. I give her all the credit in the world. I don't particularly like her, but she's got guts. You understand, you fucking pieces of shit, demasculated fucking pieces of shit out here in America, you fucking garbage, my subs excluded. Now let's go ahead and get on with the news. That was only the first story, so let's get to it. Sorry, folks, I'm having trouble with my phone doing this stuff. I'm pressing in it, nothing's happening. Can you believe it? Okay, what is going on here? Why am I having problems with this? All right, let's go back to Drudge. Sorry, folks, I'm going to make this as quick as I can. But these are important things. This is the reason why. This is what comes out and shows that our position is the right position on immigration. Okay, I'm not going to waste time with Epstein and all that. We'll never get to the bottom of that. Trump claims people trying to assassinate him because he is, quote, consequential. Well, you can be sure of that. He just put a 15% tax on everything coming in here. So if you want to buy silver and gold, maybe that'll be taxed too. 15%. I don't know. U.S. women's hockey team declines invite. Probably too good to meet Trump. Too good. Bunch of fucking dykes, probably, on the fucking hockey team. If they all have their fucking choppers on them. Probably a lot of them have partials. That's a rough sport, folks. I mean, the only sport that I know of that's rougher than hockey, maybe rugby, and lacrosse, okay? I'm sure they have women's lacrosse. Christ almighty, I went to school with the fucking Indians up there. Jesus Christ, they throw that fucking 10-pound ball, whatever the fuck it was, much heavier than a baseball, with those nets. They throw it fucking 110 miles an hour. Those fucking Indians grew up playing that game with a rock. Fucking crazy. Vermont and all that, that's what they do. They take that fucking seriously. Who the hell would play it? I was scared to death of it. I would catch that thing. They'd throw that ball fucking 75 yards. And it would zip into your net. Fucking crazy. The kid came in one day right here on his shoulder. And he had, it's a little bit bigger than a baseball. It's almost the same size. He had a purple-orange welt. And they said that it bruised his bone and almost cracked his bone. I mean, I don't know how they play that game, okay? I don't. And these fucking chicks, so they don't want to go to the White House, is it? Let me take a look at that. Let's take a look. Don't want to go. They don't want to show. They love these illegal aliens. They love them. They want everybody to come in. Who's going to pay for it? Well, they don't have an answer for that. But they like them. Fucking retards. U.S. women's hockey team declines invite. Okay, denies Trump's State of the Union invite. Okay. A spokesperson for the team told NBC News, Monica Alba, that the team, which won the gold medal at the 2026 Olympics in Italy, was, quote, sincerely grateful, unquote, for the recognition, but the players are unable to attend, quote, due to the timing and previously scheduled academic and professional commitments. Answer, they're a bunch of fucking homo dykes. You understand? Very likely. And if they're not, then they're all fucking hardcore leftists, as the rest of these fucking people are. I'm so proud to have whatever few people that I have on my channel. I'm so proud because you are not a piece of shit leftist. You are not. You have a brain and you can think. And since you have me, you got something going for you. Not that you don't already. You're smart people. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. All right, let me get back to finish fucking Drudge. We're already at fucking 18 minutes. And finish it up for you so you're brought up to date. I'll try to get this out in the next couple of minutes. All right. So God help the Mexicans and the people stuck there from other countries. I think they'll have a whole new outlook on life. You want to know something? I wonder how many of them would support illegal immigration after getting stuck there for fucking 6 months or whatever it will be. Right? Let's see how many of those. Right? You think that's an eye-opening, life-changing experience? You go there in your fucking coconut shirts and all this bullshit that these fucking tourists go over there with, and they wind up, they can't even take a shit? Let's see how quick they are to get these fucking little pieces of shit over here that are illegal. Let's see, shall we? Okay, so the Olympic team had much, much more important previous engagements and schedules rather than going to the White House to one of the most powerful men in the world, if not the most powerful man. You're garbage filth. I'm not going to say it. I'll get into trouble, okay? I was going to tell you something about those girls. I'm not even going to say it, okay? I wouldn't touch you with a fucking 30-foot pole or a 30-foot Russian, for that matter. I was young at this time. Flashback, President Gerald Ford faced 2 assassination attempts. I do remember one, I think that was because he pardoned Nixon. And Nixon was a Republican. So Gerald Ford, his job was to come up there, fall down those fucking stairs every fucking month or 3 weeks. And I mean, it was bad, folks. When he used to fall, I mean, he didn't just fall down 2 or 3 steps. He went down fucking a flight of fucking steps. And that's when they used to make you climb up on the plane, on those stairs. I mean, he was falling a lot. And he had a trick knee, what you call a trick knee. So when he felt like he had his druthers there when he put his foot down, and it wasn't. His leg would collapse. He had a war injury. So I never tried to mock the man because of it, but that son of a bitch would fucking fall down all the time. He was in the news. And I felt bad for him because his wife could just sit there, and I think, wasn't that the one that went into the alcoholic program over there? Betty Ford? Wasn't that his wife? And you can only watch your husband fucking careening, going head over feet so many times before you have to take a fucking slug of something. Or 6. Believe me, I know what you're talking about there, okay? I get it. Xi gains upper hand as trade war plunged into chaos. Okay, we got a USA player of something or another that looks like he's downing a beer. FBI director pounds beer and gets rowdy in Team USA locker. Oh, please. Is this Crash Patel? Okay, so Crash Patel there, okay, has decided to go throw one down. He was probably listening to that song, Somebody Buy Me a Beer, or whatever it is, by Post Malone, which is a great song. Somebody pour me a beer, or somebody pour me a drink. So he's probably listening to that, and he got his full mileage out of that, emptying it out quickly. So Crash Patel, good for you. We like to see that you're one of us, okay? So you're evidently one of us. Well, there's video. Let's take a look. That ought to be entertaining for a minute. This is off X. I don't even know if this is going to pull up. Usually, all right, there is some sort of... Okay, here we go. Usually I can't pull this up. All right, let's... All right. There you go. All right, that's Crash Patel, and he's totally into it. Okay, there he is. Is that him? Is that Crash Patel? Well, he's wearing a gold medal. I don't know if he's part of the team or the mascot. I think it's Crash Patel, but we're not going to waste any more time on this. Anyways, they're all overjoyed with happiness. I had heard that they had some kind of miracle win in overtime. It was ridiculous. That's what I heard. So that's probably what you're seeing, okay? Let's go ahead and finish out the news. And I know we're deep. We're 23 minutes already. Let's finish this out. All right. Dems introduce F blank blank K ICE Act. Whistleblower accuses agency of deficient, defective, and broken training. Could be. You know, you're going to get a lot of bullies in there. It's the same thing with the fucking cops. You get a lot of cops that are fucked up people too. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. But you have to have cops. More fucking advertising that they force upon you. U.S. deports gay asylum seeker to country where homosexuality is illegal. I don't like it. They'll kill people and push you off a building in certain places for being a homosexual. Okay? I don't like that. Texts show congressman pressed female staffer for sexy pic. Well, got to give him a pass on that. We all would, wouldn't we? The bots powering Minaj MAGA war, and they're showing Minaj. I don't know. She supports Trump or something. I don't know what the whole deal is. Judges grow angry over administration violating their orders. You go fuck yourself. You understand? It cost billions of dollars to make some measure in the law, and then some fucking jerk-off judge decides that he's going to stop the whole process. You go fuck yourself. Maybe we need to get rid of those fucking judges. But this is ridiculous. You can't have that, folks. That's why I told you. Somebody has to win. The left has to win and finish taking over the country, or the right has to win and they've got to crack. You understand? Shine Bomb kills a drug lord and crosses her Rubicon. Let me explain to you what that means. Rubicon, it's not a Jeep. I know a lot of you think it's a Jeep because you've seen it on Jeeps. Rubicon is a term that is used from the Roman Empire, and it refers to a very sad thing that happened in Rome, and that is the Roman soldiers were really not treated very well by Rome. I won't get into it, but it's a well-known fact, and there's evidence to prove it, because oftentimes they didn't get paid. And they found things where they were up in Great Britain, since they went all the way up there, and they found things saying that they would pay when these people for these sandals, when they got paid, they were making deals and they couldn't finish the deals because they didn't have any money, and oftentimes they didn't get paid. And what happened is, when these Roman legions would go out to plunder and to overtake areas, they built very close camaraderie with their leaders, the big leader. And what happened was, these people became so powerful that they attacked Rome itself. When they came back, they had to decide whether or not to go over the Rubicon River, because once they did, it was an attack to the death on Rome. And these were Roman soldiers. And they loved their commanders so much because there was a camaraderie. Because at that time, Rome was not doing well. Please excuse me on that. Sorry about that, folks. Oh. And that's what happened. So Rubicon indicates a point where you can't turn back. And now that's what this poor woman here, this brave woman, the president of Mexico, is facing. She's just crossed the Rubicon. Who knows what the fuck those fucking cartel people will do? Who knows? Could they poison the thing this is made of? They could do all sorts of things, and I'm not sure they can cope with it. It depends how bad it gets. So she has certainly attacked Rome itself. Okay? I'm sorry about that, folks. I have to let you in on a little history sometime. 25 Mexican National Guard troops left dead during operation. Pray for them. Pray for their families. Brave men. I don't think there's any woman in them. If so, they're brave women. Brave men. Brave men. The cartels will do all sorts of things that you have no idea how perverse that they are. I won't get into it. I could give you examples. I don't even want to do it. I want to keep my channel well known too. Pentagon flags risks of major operation against Iran. They just sent another fucking carrier over there, the Gerald Ford. It's the biggest carrier in the world, isn't it? World's biggest carrier? I mean, now they got, what, 2 carriers? And carriers don't go alone. They have all sorts of different support units with them. Air and sea. That's why it's so hard to sink them. But they can be sunk. They can be. And probably wind up happening. I hope it doesn't happen here. You want to talk about 3,000 or 4,000 troops going into the water? European support for Ukraine stumbles on eve of invasion's 4th anniversary. You know why? Because Ukrainians are getting their asses kicked, because it's the same way like in World War II. The Russians had divisions to shoot retreating Ukrainians on the spot without hesitation. Russians and the Ukrainians have never really gotten along very well, honestly. And Russia never really bothered taking care of the Ukrainians very well, to be fair. And I've seen pictures of it. You haven't. You're a fuckmouth. I'm not. I have the pictures of World War II, genuine pictures that show little children wearing nothing but rags. That Ukrainians, that the German soldiers came in and felt sorry for them. It's too complicated for you brainless fucking shitmouths. My subs excluded. Not going to beat Russia? The fuck do you think? You're not going to beat them. They're going to keep throwing more and more men into that. They don't care. Fuck, man, they keep throwing advertising at you all the time now. You can't even get through a reading of The Drudge without fucking getting something thrown at you you can't help but fucking watch to get back. Cocksuckers. We're almost done anyway. Blockbuster blizzard northeast, 28 inches of heart attack snow. It means when you try to shovel it, you get a heart attack. You shovel it, you feel fine. You feel tired but fine, and then 20 minutes you drop dead. I know how it works. I used to live up north. Historic 33 inches in Rhode Island. It's ridiculous. Travel chaos, power outages developing. Stocks worst day in month. Amid attempt to impose replacement tariffs. Yeah, that'll shake up the market for sure. Zuckerberg child safety, quote, fix, unquote, could end anonymous internet. Can you say bit fucking coin? What's going to happen if you're monitored on the internet and you give out your numbers and your fucking this and that code for fucking gay coin? What do you think is going to happen? That's right. You're going to lose your fucking Bitcoin. You fucking imbeciles, we've been telling you for years, but you don't believe it. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to go, they know you're homosexuals. Most of you doing your Bitcoin are homosexuals or criminals. And they're going to figure it out. And they're going to make real bad penalties. You don't know that that's another homosexual on the line. You think it is that you're buying from or selling to. And what happens when they say, hey, you're busted. And we're taking everything you own. Folks, we're done. Have a good day. Sorry it was so long. Thank you for being here. Good to have you here.